Hello Gemini, this is your monthly reading for signs of Gemini between now and the end of the year. We're looking at love. It's love reading. It's a general read. Won't resonate with every Gemini out there. Take what bits do. Feel free to check out your other placements, your Sun, Moon, Rising, even Venus sign if you feel the need to check out your other placements. Because sometimes they can resonate as well. Okay, so let's get into the reading. Let's have a look what we've got for you. One more shuffle. And we're good to go. Something not coming together. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Could be dealing with an earth sign. We've also got fire to kick us off as well. Doesn't have to be, of course. Feeling left out. There's a disconnect between you and somebody. We're looking at past energies first, then we'll look at current, then we'll see what the outcome is and throw some clarifiers on as we go along, which I should have pointed out earlier, but there we go. Not giving up on something. It's almost like you're not giving up on something, but you've been forced to. That's what I get immediately. You've been forced to. So we need to know why you're feeling a bit left out. Maybe there's been a disconnect, somebody's left, you don't want it to end. Interesting. You didn't want this to happen. It's tired. This is tiring you. Why? Let's throw some more on. Could be with a Taurus. We've got Libra. We've also got Leo. Okay. This is really strange because I get that there's been a disconnect between you and somebody. You didn't want it, wasn't through your choice, you didn't want it to end. But it's like you knew it had to. You'd been forced to end it. Or you've been forced to take a step back. Why is all this happening? What can you tell me? Why is all this happening? You strive for balance. This is in your energy. You want it all with this person. The marriage. Why is all this happening? One more shuffle. Somebody had a choice between two people. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to say it. And it looks like they chose the other person and they didn't choose you. You knew about this, though. You knew about this. Okay, I've got two storylines here that I'm going to have to say because it's confusing me, especially with the Hierophant here in the reverse. The first one is you didn't want a relationship to end. It has done. You're well aware of this person keeping you, I'm not going to say keeping you in the third party, but having a decision to make between you and somebody else. You were aware that they might have been dealing with somebody else, and basically they chose the other person. It doesn't stop you from feeling, though, and it hasn't stopped you from kind of wanting this person, but you know deep down that there was a reason why they had to go. This is the strange thing. I don't know if they were married to somebody else, or it could be you that had a choice between two people, and one of them is somebody that you've got commitment to, that you've been in a relationship with as well. I get a lot of marriage, I get a lot of commitment, I get a lot of balance cards, but there's also somebody else here in this energy, and I think this is why it's two storylines. I think it's the person you're dealing with has been dealing with somebody else. Or again, energies can flip, and it could be you that was dealing with somebody else on the side, and that you just can't let this person go from your mind. They might have been totally different from what you were used to. They might have been totally different from somebody that you're in a marriage with, and it just kind of like lit you up. You're now finding the strength to move on. You know that this relationship with this other person didn't come together, hasn't worked for whatever reason. You know that. Doesn't make you feel any better though, because I think you'd actually take this person over anybody else, but for some reason they're not available. They are not available. It's about you concentrating on whatever you've got to concentrate on now. That's what this could be about. Let's go with current energies. Current energies. Current energies for my Gemini. Yeah, somebody's lit you up. Somebody's had a decision. I think it's, I'm going to be honest, I know I said 2 storylines, but I'm slightly leaning towards you being tied down to somebody else and the person that you're dealing with. It could be a bit of both, actually. It could be the person, it could be both of you. You both could have had somebody else. Let's not pin blame on any. We're not here to pin blame on anybody on this channel. You know, we read the cards as they come out, but somebody's made a decision. Someone's confused. This is like really crazy because I usually get like, as I go along there, this is all over the show. Typical air energy read. I'm trying to get to the bottom, but apologise. You might have drifted off by now or left or whatever, but if you're still here, congratulations, because I don't know if I didn't want to still be here. Right, oh, the 2 of Pentacles as well, crossing that, yeah. There's some other business with somebody else going on. But it's in your energy as well as the person that you're dealing with's energy. This is what the confusing part is. This is why I can't figure out who it is. So I'm going to say maybe both of you have had other people. You may be more of a commitment kind of thing, but this person lit you up. You wanted to take it further, but they, you know that they couldn't, or you know that you couldn't. Something stopped you. And I think it's to do with this Hierophant here. So some clarifiers on this. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of what the hell is going on. Because you are confusing me, Gemini. What's the Hierophant on here? What's that on here for? Thank you. More on this, please. Confusion, feeling trapped. You felt trapped in a marriage. There we go, Gemini, feeling trapped. You felt trapped, and it caused you to look somewhere else. Death card, interesting. This is current energies as well, though. No, past energies. This ended. This ended. This marriage ended. This deep committed relationship ended. That wants to go on the Strength card. 8 of Pentacles, another chapter. Somebody else. Right, okay. Kind of getting to the bottom of this now with the clarifiers. You could have ended a relationship to go towards somebody, to go towards this person. We're going to look at their energies in a second, because I get 2 different people here now. I get you in this relationship that you weren't happy in, that you kind of wanted to be, but you weren't. You've looked elsewhere. You could have done that. I could have been putting the blame. You could have ended it to move on to somebody. And we've got this new person coming in the past. We've got the new person coming in the past, offering you something. The trouble is it stops there, though. It stops there. So they offered you it, you took it, But why did that relationship not continue with that other person? You wanted it to, but why? Let's look at your other person. I think your other person, judging by their energy, had somebody else as well. Could be. I've got a heavy Leo as well, by the way, so you could be dealing with a Leo, and it's this person was quite kind of like quite decisive. They like to make plans. They like to make the decisions. They were quite powerful. They were quite strong, bossy, that kind of thing. Whoops, that one wanted to fall out. That's funny because we've got the Queen of Swords and we've got the King of Swords coming out in your person's energy. So, you know, they could be an air sign, they could be a Leo. I got a bit of everything actually. But yeah, a strong person. They kind of led you along. I don't want to say led you along because that sounds like, you know, they were playing you for a fool, but I don't get that. I just get in their personality. They came in all guns blazing and all like, yeah, let's do this, let's do that kind of, you know, and it swept you away. You know, you got swept away. You've gone from a boring life to something exciting. They were offering you excitement. The trouble is, communication between the two of you weren't good. I think it was all one-sided. It was this person. They made the decisions, they decided, that kind of thing. Also, funnily enough, in their past energies as well, we've got this Page of Cups, which is, it's kind of my exy card, as I call it, when it comes out. So this could tell me that they might have been dealing with somebody as well in the background. I'm going to throw some clarifiers on it, but let's have a look. Please clarify Page of Cups. For some of you, it could have been somebody that you already knew, I want to say from a previous life, but no, in your life, like, you know, somebody that you knew a while ago. You might have always liked them, but you couldn't do anything about it because you're in a relationship, and then they came along. But for others, it could be that they were also dealing with others as well. Yeah. So the times, I'm going to tell you this now because I'm going to have to. So the times when you were messaging this person and they weren't responding and you were thinking, that's funny, they were messaging somebody else. I'm going to tell you that because it's come out. They were messaging somebody else and they were sweet talking, communicating really, really well with somebody else, but they weren't doing it with you. Right, so we were on to current. I took a sidetrack then to find out what was going on, but we moved on to current, and the current energy is 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Yeah, it's still kind of in your energy of, why did this happen? Why did this happen? You can't let go of this person, even though I think that you've had to. But also, the relationship between you and somebody else broke down as well. Anyway, current energies. Because I'm waffling. It's just because it's thrown me a curveball. Oh, we are stressing, aren't we? We are stressing. Gemini, you're stressing. 8 of Swords. Confused. You're still feeling trapped though. Are you still in this relationship that ended? Have you gone back? I don't know why you're feeling trapped. Ace of Swords. Truth revealed. You might find something out about something. I don't know what that relates to. It could be the person that you're stressing over, because I don't see that you're stressing over this person that you've been in a relationship with for a while. That you're stressing over the new person that came in like a wrecking ball and went off like one as well. You're more stressing about them than you are about, let's say, your marriage, your deep committed relationship, the whatever relationship was beforehand. You seem to be more bothered about the new person. A lot of sword energy, a lot of air energy. Interesting. Communication. Interesting. Let me just find out what that's about. Ace of Swords, please. Throw some clarifiers. Ace of Swords and the deck here for my Gemini. You can't let go of this. I'm going to call them the new person because I am aware that there's a lot of energies and you're probably wondering what I'm going on about. But the new person, you can't let go. But it's ending. I don't see them coming back. But we've also got the Ace of Swords here as well. That's interesting because I wanted to put that on there, but I ended. Sorry, stopping a moment with me guides. Leo card, strength again. That's come out twice in the same area. You know that you need to put this person out of your mind. You know that. Heavy Leo in this read, by the way, but you know that this. Oh yeah, the Devil card has come out as well. I'm just going to take that over that. You know that this person is bad for you, and you know that you shouldn't go chasing after him, but something's telling me you are, and something's telling me that you do. But you know, it's weird. It's almost like you know that this person's not coming back. They might, communication wise, you might hear from this person to just kind of like drum it in and finalise things and say, do you know what? Sorry, but I'm done. I don't see lines of communication opening up between the two of you, and I'm going on about you and the new person, the one that came in, and yeah, that's not gonna happen. The only communication I can see is quite a, how do I say it? It's quite, especially with the Queen of Swords in their energy, and you've got the Ace of Swords. It's almost like with the Wheel of Fortune, which always signifies an ending. They're like telling you, yeah, I'm done. No, you're not going to hear from me again. That kind of thing, which I'm sorry to say, but I think you know that, because you know you've got the Devil card as well. You know that this person's wrong for you. You know you shouldn't be. But we still do it. We can't help what the heart wants. So, yeah. Let's have a look at outcome. Some of you might have already had that communication in, by the way. And you're still mithered. You're still going, oh. They've told you that they're done. They've moved on. Maybe with somebody else. Seems like they're a bit of a player. Yeah. It's almost like the message, they could be at a distance from you now. It's almost like the message is, I'm sorry Gemini, but I'm really done. There is no changing my mind. You might, as we've got the Chariot, you might end up with Ten of Cups in reverse. It's almost like you're trying to chase your happiness. But I think that you're going down the wrong path chasing this happiness, I really do. We've got the Chariot which is an energy that's moving, but it's moving very slow. It could be you moving away, putting this past behind you. Yeah, the Three of Cups is in the reverse as well. We're not going to have a happy reunion. We're not going to be like, oh yay, everyone's forgiven, sorry, no. We're not. Could be that you move. You might be looking at moving jobs, you might be looking at moving houses. It could just actually be not physical but more emotional, and you've decided to now's the time. I need to take a grip of the situation and actually move on with my life. I think you're still stalking them on Facebook though. I want to say Facebook, or it could be any social media sites. But you're still looking, you could still be checking them out. We've got the Ten of Swords. This is, I'm not going to tell you how fast you should heal, but you're kind of having that argument with yourself, because I'm sure that you all know that this is wrong, but you just can't help yourself. You can't help yourself logging on to see what they're up to, who they're dating, and that's causing you more pain. just don't do it. Just don't do it. The person's moved on, which is very, very hard, but you know that you need to move on as well. You do. There's no point me asking how you currently feel about this person, but we'll just round some cards off for the end of it. There's not much I can tell you for the outcome only. It's more of a battle with your emotions and head over heart matter, because like I said, you know it's wrong, but you might be looking at their social media, but it's causing you more pain, especially between now and the end of December. I'm on the wrong deck. Let me just go back to this one. One more for the outcome. I keep seeing the Hermit card for you as well. It hasn't come out yet. It's at the bottom of the deck though. Another Wheel of Fortune. That's twice. Yeah. This is coming to an end, but it could also be that you actually, by the end of the year, feel a little bit better. You know, I'm going to take the Hermit because it was on the bottom of the deck, you know. So I'm just going to pull it out. Always significant. You're in this not getting out much. Get out. Change it. You have the power to change any reading. But at the moment in time, you're in on yourself. You're sat in. You're worrying. You're letting this bother you. Get out. Get out. Let's throw that clarifier on that. This relationship has definitely ended. Funny, I don't get much about the relationship at the start with the one that you were in. So if that doesn't resonate, just ignore that. But you know, you could have definitely walked away from that as well. There could be like 2 endings this year for you. Why is the Hermit here? Why did it want to come out? What message have you got? I'm sorry that this is all over the show, but it's just the way it wanted to come out. Hermit here for my Gemini. Thank you. Moon. You're stressing over whether or not you know the whole story as well. It's like a closure thing. You are stressing that they've lied to you. You're stressing that, and you're overthinking it. You're like, why did this person leave? Were they seeing somebody else at the same time as seeing me? It's almost like that. Were they, you know, what do they think of me? You're constantly overthinking. And it's to do with the person. It's to do with that new person. And basically what they're doing now, what they did to you. You've not got that closure yet. That's fine, but it is causing you to be up. It's causing you to have no sleep, hurt, and it's just because you haven't got that closure. Sometimes we don't get the closure and we just have to learn to move on. You won't have all the answers. This person doesn't look like they're going to come forward and tell you what you want to know. Basically, they're done. And that sometimes, I know it's hard for me to say to you because I don't like imparting bad news, but sometimes that's the message. That is the closure. And that just wanted to be reiterated here with those cards. So that obviously will be a message for somebody. I'm going to leave it there, Gemini, because I'm going to end up waffling on because this has just been a crazy, crazy read. And I apologise. But there we go. Thank you.